Good morning, everyone. We're doing it. It's not at all by the seat of our pants. Oh, and you can't hear Corey. Fantastic. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. All right. Let's get at her. Welcome to BridgeConf. You are going to like it. I'm Thomas Rayner, and on behalf of our other BridgeConf organizers, Adil and Corey, I want to welcome you and I want to talk to you about our community. And I want to click on my slides. There we go. If you're asking yourself, what is BridgeConf? I can answer that for you. This is for a PowerShell Discord Slack bridge network. And it also includes IRC if you're old and a curmudgeon that I and a couple of thousand other people like to spend time on. The most popular and socially engaging channel on the network is named Bridge. Hence, this is BridgeConf. We didn't create this network. That was Joel J. Cole Bennett, who made the original PowerShell channel on Freenode's IRC network in 2006. So we'd love our in-person events like PowerShell and DevOps Global Summit, but that's canceled, and for good reason. Summit was originally scheduled to be going on right now, which is why we scheduled BridgeConf today. We knew everyone who was going to be attending Summit was going to be free today, so nothing to worry about there. To celebrate our community, Adil, Corey, and I thought we should do what we all do best in this community, and that is share information with each other, help make each other better, and try to have a little fun while we do it. In our call for proposals, we asked potential speakers to submit sessions on topics that excite them. And let me tell you, their submissions did not disappoint, and I'm really excited for each of the ones that you're going to see today. I wish we could have every proposed session presented today, but hey, hours in a day. What excites us, the organizers, though, is this community of incredibly knowledgeable, helpful, and generous professionals. BridgeConf is a 100% grassroots, community-driven effort by us, for us. Humans are social creatures, even those of us who are introverts. Most of the knowledge humans know has been shared with us by another human. The rest of this is stuff that you figured out on your own through your own experiences. The majority, though, is taught to us. In our society, we don't all grow our own food or fly our own planes. We aren't all proficient tradespeople. We don't all know how to keep online banking secure or how to automate the silent installation of Adobe Reader. We can't all resolve Git merge conflicts or know how to display an open file dialog box in PowerShell. We depend on the knowledge and the effort of others. You might see where this is going. Computers are basically just rocks that we pumped electricity into and tricked into thinking. They're just another tool among many in our society. Everything we as people know about technology right now is learned through humans who share their experience and knowledge with others. The same is true about our collective human knowledge on agriculture, trades, aviation, distributed source control, and end user interfaces. Think how far behind your peers you'd be if you had to rebuild this enormous collection of knowledge through trial and error, through your own experiences. Without our community, we'd be without socialization. We wouldn't have culture, trust, honesty, or even love in any of the ways we think about them. We'd be lost, figuring everything out as we go, painfully and slowly in isolation. Our survival depends on a community of other people spreading knowledge and exchanging the product of their effort. Our society depends on the socialization that happens within communities. We are truly better and stronger together. Philosophy aside, our specific community of technology professionals matters for more than just how we socialize, although we're known to enjoy getting together for a beverage and some banter. All technology is invented and provided by humans who specialized in that field to empower other humans. Technology helps humans do things faster, like perform mathematical calculations. It makes life safer for humans when we send IoT devices into places that are dangerous for humans to go, or when a factory has alarms in place to help assure the safety of the humans inside it. Technology has made us humans increasingly more productive by amplifying our existing skills and abilities. Technology invented by humans also helps us do things from further away, like stay in touch with people we care about and exchange knowledge with people we'd never otherwise meet. PowerShell is a technology invented by Jeffrey Snover and maintained by a team at Microsoft for mostly system administrators. It helps admins automate away mundane, repetitive tasks and reduce errors as they work. PowerShell empowers an entire class of IT professionals to do more better. We're all standing on the shoulders of people who have been there before us, hopefully to create more progress of our own, hopefully to empower others and ourselves, in addition to how we've been enabled already. Then maybe others can come after us and use our work to perform, use our work to better other people's lives in the ways, in more ways than we did. That's what BridgeConf and all other conferences are really about fundamentally. That's what's happening every time you participate in a community. Sharing knowledge empowers people to be better than they were before. Everything we do in our community matters, whether it's helping get someone unstuck at work, teaching someone else something new, giving an answer to someone who's experiencing an outage-related emergency, or even referring someone to a new, more exciting role. It's not about gigantic, overwhelmingly abundant, and meaningful contributions, although those exist and those are great. It's about a thriving community made up of many members, each helping each other grow, learn, and progress, and in exchange receiving help from others to do the same. Whether or not you believe in karma, it's undeniable that one's participation in this community of technology professionals comes back around to benefit oneself. For instance, I've received way more stickers and cool swag than I've ever given out, and I give out a lot. Every day, we all read documentation and blog posts written by other people. We read answers to previously asked questions on online forums and watch videos to further our own knowledge. Many of us attend conferences for the same reasons. All of us at some point have asked for help and got it in some way or another. Participating in the community allows you to do more than just help someone else in that specific moment in time. Answering someone's question on Discord is great, and it gets that person unblocked on whatever they were working on in that moment, and that's great for them. But it's good for you too, though. Others see your contribution and you grow more connected to your peers in the community. You're building a crucial network of peers just by hanging out in Discord, chatting with others, and answering questions. Maybe you contribute to an open source project and you add a new feature that people are going to be really excited to use. Others benefit from your feature, totally, but you benefit by learning new things in the development process. Suddenly, you're an expert on whatever it was that you built. Maybe this open source contribution opens new opportunities for you to grow and speak at a user group on this thing that you're an expert in now. So how about if there's a conference you want to attend? It's going to have sessions from speakers you're a huge fan of. It's going to be an incredible learning opportunity and a chance to meet and network with plenty of people you want to connect with. But your employer doesn't have the budget to send you. The conference, however, pays for the expenses of people who are speaking at the conference. So you submit a few sessions, and one of them is about the feature that you made on your open source project. The organizers know who you are from your work. They've seen you around on Discord and Twitter, and they can refer to the recording from the user group you spoke at to see that you are a qualified speaker. Based on all these things, your session is selected for the conference, and now you get to go and learn from your heroes, connect with talented and interesting people, and advance your career, all on somebody else's time. What goes around comes around. One more example, maybe you have a blog and over time you amass a pretty significant body of work. Maybe even thousands of people visit your blog each month and they benefit from the knowledge you share. And maybe, just maybe, one of those people works at Microsoft and likes what they see thinks that you might be a good fit for their team. Their team just happens to have an opening, so they reach out to you and solicit your application. That example is maybe a little specific, but it's personal for me because that's basically the story of how I got my job at Microsoft. Speaking of, participation in the community will directly benefit your career. The example I shared about myself is just the tip of the iceberg. I've genuinely lost count of all the people whose careers I've seen helped through being a part of the community. The time of having a career where you get hired out of college, work at the same company for 25 years, and retire are fading. People are working longer, and that makes for fewer opportunities for advancement. But there are more and more places to work that never used to exist. New firms, empowered by technology with reduced barriers to entry, seem to pop up every week. Increasingly, remote work is opening up job markets that didn't exist or weren't accessible even a few years ago. You can live in Idaho and work in Silicon Valley now. You're not limited to the companies you can drive to every morning. Additionally, there are new roles at existing companies who are changing and growing to stay competitive with all the new firms I just mentioned. This industry is evolving and it changes quickly. So I'd encourage you to ask yourself and really spend some time thinking about, what is your next career goal? Is it to work from home? To have more flexible hours? Do you want more money? Or to work on something more challenging or interesting? Do you want to be an organizational leader? How do you get a role like the one you want next? Can you achieve it where you're at now? If you can, that's awesome. And still, a body of work is going to help convince others of your qualifications. But increasingly, the answer is becoming, no, I'm going to have to move to a new organization to reach my career goals, at least in the time frame that I want to reach them. So how do you find out about new roles? Sure, there are lots of job hunting websites, but leaving a company for another it's a big deal. This is your career, and it shouldn't be taken trivially. How do you find out if the new company you're thinking about working at is a good place to work? How do you find out if the new role you're looking at is one that's actually aligned with your goals? Wouldn't it be nice to know a little bit about the hiring manager before signing your offer letter? How do you stand out among all the other applicants if you decide this is the next role for you? The answer to all of these questions is having a network of other professionals. Your network can help you find out about new roles before anybody else. The people you know can help get you an inside track on what the new company and role is actually like. A referral can get you an interview even when hiring managers are going numb after reading hundreds of other resumes. You can be the best in the world at what you do, but how does anybody else know that? Resumes and modern HR systems are not perfect. And so even the technology industry is still a people oriented business. How do you grow your network of other professionals? How do you get this immensely valuable leg up on the rest of your competition? Well, it's by being active in your technical community. You're already a participant in this global community of technology professionals, whether you know it or not. Every time you read a blog post or get your question answered in a forum, contribute to an open source project, read a book, or watch an online virtual conference, you're consuming the product and learning from someone else in the community. This is why it's so critically important that we all participate in whatever way we find comfortable. Not everybody is comfortable public speaking. Not everybody is a prolific writer, but everybody has something unique to share. Even a unique perspective matters. Nobody has the exact set of knowledge you do, and nobody has the same perspective you do. You do not have to be an expert. The only barrier to sharing knowledge is the one you set yourself. Don't defeat yourself before you even get started or try. Nobody is telling you no except you. A unique perspective on an established topic is valuable. Many important concepts need more coverage. They can never have enough. In a distributed community, diversity of information sources is crucial. If we all get our information from one source, we'll become biased. Even if that one source is well intentioned, we need other perspectives because it builds empathy. It's healthy and important to share your opinion constructively. Plus, spreading the load of sharing information decreases the community's dependence on individual contributors. If we all get our information from two different people, what happens when one of them retires? We always need more voices. There is always room. Not everybody wants a million Twitter followers or to speak in front of a room of a few hundred people or to become a best selling author, but helping one person in a fleeting chat room moment matters. It definitely matters to the person that's getting helped. One day, that person being helped will be you. And the odds are it probably already has been before. This isn't a competition. Comparing your contributions to the contributions of others is not worthwhile or productive. There is no master ledger keeping track of how many people you help versus how many people helped you. There are no limits on how you can interact with the community. You can start a blog, write a book, speak at a conference, answer questions online, contribute to open source. These are all popular options, but they're not the only options. Posting a job opening on your a job opening from your company on Twitter is community participation. Technology empowers us to constantly find new and interesting ways to share knowledge. There's something out there for everyone, and if there isn't, that's an opportunity to create something new. There's no one size fits all solution. Think about the resources you wish you'd had at different points in your career. Think about what resources are already out there but aren't perfect and need improvement. You don't need anybody's sign off to join GitHub or Discord or Slack or Twitter or create a blog. You do not need anybody's permission to make the world better. Now, maybe more than ever, the importance of our community is crystal clear. Many of us would be at the PowerShell and DevOps Global Summit right now if it weren't for all the trouble in that current world events have caused. In-person events do more for us than provide a venue to exchange technical information. They provide an opportunity for socialization. Socialization and camaraderie are important to maintain, even in a world that's obliged to participate in social distancing. It's important for our mental health. Socialization is a part of our sense of belonging and purpose. Connecting to other humans matters, and it just so happens that this community is made up entirely of humans. The knowledge we share in our community is valuable to others, and there are personal advantages to be enjoyed from sharing knowledge. Having a community is important for more than just knowledge. It's important for us as people, making the best of ourselves and others in this society. Our community bands together to find solutions to problems. It cannot be stopped. It will persevere. And we're all there for each other, especially now. And if you need help, whether it's figuring out how to get that open file dialog box to open, finding your next role, or maybe staying well adjusted through a tumultuous time, there are other people out there who want to help. With all of that, we have a stellar collection of speakers with some incredible sessions on deck today. Particularly, there's an audience Q&A portion at 11 a.m. Pacific time with the PowerShell team. So bring your questions. We're going to be looking for them in the chat. So finally, here are the links to join the PowerShell Discord and Slack Bridge Network, depending on which client you might prefer. I'm Thomas. Our other hosts and organizers today are Adil and Corey. You can find us all on the PowerShell Discord and Slack network, and also on Twitter. We really appreciate you joining us today for BridgeConf, and we know you're going to get something great out of it.